So those that have seen her play say the future of South African golf is looking bright with Milani Sikhonde on the greens. The 8-year-old prodigy is making a bright name for herself on the golfing scene, showing true talent for the audience to take notice of her. Ranked the best girls golfer in the Eastern Gauteng in 2022, Sikhonde is a bright star that is shining in the sport. She joins us this morning in studio along with her mother, Precious Sikhonde, to talk to us about how the journey started and how it got to a point where she's now ranked the best golfer in the girls section in Eastern Gauteng. Guys, good morning and welcome to the show.
Morning.
How are you, Milani?
Good, and you?
I'm great, thank you for asking. When did you start playing golf?
When I was 5 years old.
5?
Yes.
Why did you decide on golf?
I don't know. I just liked the sport and I started playing it.
You just started playing it?
Yes.
Just because you liked it?
Yes.
Okay, so you like swinging the clubs?
Yes.
Getting the balls in the putt?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you like doing?
Yes.
All right, Mom, you must be proud of her. 2022 Eastern Gauteng young girl player. You must be proud of the achievement. I'm just looking at all the trophies that are here on the table as well as the medals. How did the journey start?
Well, I think the journey started with the older brother, and I think it just trickled down to her. We used to go watch the older brother play, and everyone would be like, why aren't you playing? And we're like, no, she's playing, but she's not ready. And we just decided, I think after lockdown, to just start putting her on tournaments.
Yeah.
And since then, it was just, it's history, I guess, from there.
Yeah, let's talk about the tournaments that she's played in. The trophies don't lie, they're all here. Talk to me about the competitions that she's won.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of competitions that she's won, there's quite a lot, so I can't remember all of them.
Yeah.
But we used to play for US Kids Golf, so that we do almost every second Sunday. So we've got tournaments on Sundays mostly, and then we play for US Kids Golf. We play for SA Kids Golf, and we joined now the Central Gauteng Golf.
Yeah.
And one of the most recent ones was the Golf RSA tournament that she starred in, and in her division she won it. It was her first time playing it, and she was the youngest, and she won. So she can tell you more about the ones that she remembers and the ones that she has enjoyed winning.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, Milani. Which trophy is your favorite here? Let's start there.
Probably when I won the Golf RSA one at Sun City.
Sun City. So you played at the Gary Player Golf Course?
Yes.
Oh, I've never been at the Gary Player Golf Course. I've always wanted to get there. Do you love playing there as well? And maybe talk to me about your favorite golfing courses, because you've played at Serengeti as well.
I do love playing there.
Yeah.
And my favorite golfing places is probably Sun City.
Sun City.
Yes.
That's where you won your first tournament.
Yes.
Fabulous. Mom, 8 years of age, grade 2, I believe.
No, she's in grade 3.
Grade 3.
She just turned 9, actually, on the 26th of April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just moved from 8 to 9.
But then how are you balancing the golf and school? Because there has to be a balance there.
So we decided this year that we're going to start homeschooling. So we are in 4 months into homeschooling because of exactly that. And also just to look at what other sacrifices we can do in terms of saving money, because the sport is quite taxing when it comes to funds. So we're doing homeschooling, so they wake up in the morning, I teach them before I go to work. I still work. Yeah. So that's, and then once I've left, then they start doing their training and start their day in that sense. Okay. So that's how we've been juggling in terms of golf and school.
All right, and it's good to also have a support system, because I do understand that her father is actually her coach.
Yes.
So you like working with Daddy?
Yes, but he shouts a lot.
He shouts a lot, eh? Yes. What does he say to you?
He says that I must concentrate on the ball.
Yes.
Calm down when I'm not doing something right, and he helps me a lot.
Yeah, it's important, because I can imagine Daddy's also your caddy, right?
No.
He's not your caddy? Okay. That's unfortunate. Do you have your own
I'm the caddy.
Oh, so mom is the caddy?
Yes, I'm the caddy.
Okay. All right. So, mom, you spoke about the expenses. Golf is an expensive sport. You know, you have to buy the clubs, which we have right here. You have to buy the bag. The attire is also expensive. How have you though managed, you know, to get past that? You know, you speak about the fact that you have now decided to move her to homeschooling, but I can imagine that the expenses of just buying everything that comes with playing the sport golf can be quite strenuous.
Well, yeah, it's a very long list of sacrifices that we've had to take as a family. Like, as I'm saying, like in terms of golf gear, as they get taller, they have to move to different clubs. So you have to buy new clubs almost every year. And a bag of clubs can range from 10 to 30,000 rand. You have to pay for tournaments that you are participating in, because at their age, they're not getting financial wins as yet. So they're getting recognition, but you have to pay for the tournaments. You have to travel. You get invited to trips overseas where you have to pay that for yourself. And this year she had qualified to go to America, and she was invited to the island. We decided that we can't do it this year because of exactly that, because we're not at a place where we can afford to go to Europe or America as yet. But we're planning to start having fundraising events and going out to sponsors and trying to raise the funds. So right now, I can say we're doing it from our own paychecks and buying second-hand stuff sometimes if we have to, selling old clubs that we have that we're no longer using, and then being able to buy new ones. So that's how we're juggling everything.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's absolutely a lot that goes into ensuring that she does indeed have a bright future, because the reality is that we don't have many black professional women golfers in this country. I think about the Duma sisters. I think they come to mind. Is that the ultimate goal, to take her into the professional ranks of golfing in South Africa, to have her compete on the European circuit as well as the LGA PGA Tour?
No, definitely. And like you mentioning that there's not a lot of black women, and I just don't even think it's black women. I just think women in golf is just like such a minority. And you see it even in the competitions. If you compare the field, if you're comparing the boys' field to the ladies' field, the numbers are like substantially different. So we do want to get her, eventually we want to move and go play overseas, but obviously starting with South Africa, would start with Sunshine Tours, and that's why we're already playing for Golf RSA, and then hopefully in the near future we can go to Sunshine Tour, and then eventually go to the LPGA overseas. And yeah, she's doing great, and I can see her being the world #1 like she says she wants to be one day.
Your mom is putting pressure on you. You want to be the world? Oh, so it's not pressure. It's something that is doable, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who's your favorite golfer then?
The Quarter Sisters,
yes,
Rory McIlroy, and of course the legend Tiger Woods.
Ah, of course. You have to mention the legend Tiger Woods. Rory McIlroy, why him though? The Irishman, why Rory?
I don't know. I just like him.
You just like him?
Yes.
Okay, and any female golfers that you also like besides the Corey sisters? Back home maybe? You know Ashley Buhai?
No.
You don't know Ashley?
No.
Okay, no, that's fine. She's the third South African woman to ever win a title at Murrayfield, and she did that last year. So she really has a great following as well. There's also Leanne Pace. She's great on the golf course as well. So these are some of the players that you can look out for on the South African circuit, of course. So let's talk about the golf clubs. Which one is your favorite?
My favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite golf club.
Yeah. Show me.
It's my 3-wood.
3-wood. What does a 3-wood do?
When you hit the ball, it goes really far, and it has to have height.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure. Are we able to do a little demonstration, maybe, of how I need to be positioned correctly as well, because you need to show me how to hold a golf club. So how do we do it? Let's see. Yeah.
You hold it at the D here.
Okay.
And then you swing back.
Okay.
Go up.
Yeah.
Go down. And
Ah, nice. Let's try. I want to try. Okay. We position ourselves like this, right? You said the thumb goes here, right?
Yes.
And then,
like that.
okay. And then, right?
Yeah.
And then, shoo, like that.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. This is the forward. What about the putter? Let's do a small demonstration on the putter. Is this the putter?
No.
Okay. Show me the putter.
Do you need help?
Yes.
Right, Mommy will help you. I mean, it's a lot of golf clubs in here. I think it's more than 10 that you have to go through. Okay, oh, that's the putter.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
This is the putter.
Great. Have you never been injured before? Because it's a lot of swinging. You have to be positioned correctly. You've never had any back problems as a young golfer?
No.
Never. Okay, let's go and sit down very quickly and wrap up our conversation because we are running out of time. So what are your hopes, Milani? What do you want to achieve when you do eventually go professional?
I want to be world #1 of lady and men.
Lady and men.
Yes.
Is that even possible?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I love the ambition. You want to be the world #1 in both men and women?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, you heard it here on Newzroom Afrika, channel 405. Milani Sikhonde wants to be the world #1 in both the men and the women's division of golf. That's amazing. She's got a great story to tell. The future is indeed looking bright for this youngster.